All right, the first story we're covering today is Shaunie O'Neal. Shaunie O'Neal and Shaq O'Neal. Well, it used to be Shaunie O'Neal, now Shie Anderson. She was kind of in the news last week, but not really. I think the husband was in the news for shutting somebody down in the name of Jesus. But that wasn't any story about relationship and marriage, so I kind of left it alone. But today, I think she's launching a new book. She's launching a memoir, okay, and she's made a statement, a very, very bold statement after moving on from ex-husband for years, Shaq O'Neal, the great Shaq O'Neal, who is still part of the legacy of the Lakers basketballer, legendary basketballer Shaq O'Neal, right? So she says, I don't know if I was ever really in love with the man, according to Shade Room, but let me see if I can read a little bit more on this. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to all right, so Shaunie Anderson, according to this Shade Room post, has a new husband, a new relationship with God, and a new book. Wait. With God and a new book. In a portion of her memoir, she opens up about her marriage to Shaq, revealing that she's unsure if she was ever really in love with him. And I quote, looking back, I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man, but I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. Anderson wrote, so they're calling her the new last name of her new husband, which is kind of nice and respectful to the new guy, right? The new guy, I think his name is Keon, something like that, right? And I think he's like 10 years younger than her, right? It doesn't matter. If you're happy, I'm happy. I was in love with the idea of building a life together. I truly did enjoy spending time with him. NBA road trips gave me a chance to be with my husband and experience the NBA life for a little while. While discussing their relationship, including Shaq's infidelity, Shaunie acknowledged that Shaq was trying to be the best father and husband he could be, while juggling fame, fortune, and the temptation of women. How could anyone possibly know how to do that? She said. Wow. Hold on a second. Can you hear me now? I probably have disappeared for a while. How long? What was the last thing you heard, by the way? Let me make sure I'm connected. Can you guys hear me by any chance? Can you hear me by any chance? What is going on with StreamYard? Okay, it looks like I'm fully back. That was weird. What was the last thing you heard? Let me know. If you heard anything, let me know. Can you guys hear me live? Yes? You can hear me? Did I skip? You can hear me. Thank you, Chidima. Did I skip by any chance at all? Something definitely went left for a second there. But anyway, if you can hear me, let me keep going. Awesome. So while juggling fame, fortune, and temptation of women, how could anyone? So it's kind of like interesting that she will say that, okay? And really what I wanted to highlight in all of this is take it easy on yourself. Oftentimes we're beating ourselves up. You're young, you have some experiences, you failed a couple of times, but it's early. It's very, very early for you to conclude that the whole world is just terrible and devolving and gloomsday, and really what it comes down to is that you're not giving yourself enough chance to just learn and enjoy the ride. I know it can be tough. It depends on what we're talking about. And I might come off as easier said than done, but honestly, everybody have had their own fair. Everybody has had their own fair share. Okay? And oftentimes you're just beating yourself up, right? Now, these people my whole internet is acting up. Let me see if I can come back in. You can hear me, but it looks like the whole thing. Let me see here. Ooh. Everybody, can you hear me? You can hear me, but was I skipping? Am I skipping in and out? Because this is ridiculous. I'm not used to this. So my monitor is also acting up. So it's kind of hard. You lost me for a second, right? Okay. Do that. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, which is exactly what I'm accusing you of. Like, chill, relax. You're not alone. You can hear me now. I was skipping. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure that nobody is okay. All right, cool. Welcome back. Let's hope everything goes well now. So it's essentially what I'm accusing you of. Like, just relax. You're a perfectionist. You had an idea of how you wanted your life to go, and it hasn't gone that way. If you're still breathing, it's a good opportunity for you just have a second chance, and that's a beautiful thing. And you have another chance to do things over with better level of wisdom, more wisdom, experience, intelligence in sense you can think of it. But what I see a lot of the gloomsday type of stories out here, it's just people scared shitless and they're projecting their fear on everybody else. It's just bad everywhere. Nigerian girls are terrible. Nigerian men are terrible, and when you do that, you're shooting yourself on the legs, because while you might be speaking from just your point of view, it becomes your reality. It becomes, you literally recreate that. Not literally, and I mean literally, scientifically recreating your outlook on life, your perspective on life. You're always looking for confirmation of what you already feel. And that's why we always ask you to keep an open mind. So they're in their 50s and they're feeling they've moved on, but she can speak in this manner. Now the headline says, I don't know if I was ever really in love with the man, but the key word phrase there is I don't know, right? She's comparing it to what she has right now, and she's not giving herself a pass either, but she's kind of giving him a pass, because she said, how could anyone possibly know how to do that when you're trying to juggle fame, fortune, and the temptation of women? She's giving him a pass, but she should also give herself a similar pass. That no, it's okay that she was also in love at that time. She's turning it to, I was in love with the idea. It's always in love with the whole idea of in love is a flaky thing. It's a on and off thing. It's up sometimes, it's down sometimes, just like human emotions, right? So if the lifestyle, everything around you made you feel like you were in love, you were effectively in love. It couldn't last because no condition is permanent. So every type of in love will not last anyway. All right. So, but I get what she's going at there. I just wanted to hear a little bit more of her giving herself so much more grace, because if you're in love, you're in love, even if you want to quote it as, I was in love with the idea. You created a whole family. You were married to this man for 9 years. There were definitely moments where you felt like you were in love, and obviously there were moments that made you feel like you should divorce him, which is exactly what ended up happening. But let's see how SHAQ responded. SHAQ responded and he said, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq. And then he goes, trust me, I get it. Yeah, they're on the same page. That's life, you know. But oftentimes, I think a lot of people just beat themselves up, you know. Oh, I actually left a comment. This is what peace looks like, folks. Practice it. Yep. He said that perfectly. Shout out to I forgot her stage name. She has a stage name. Miss Shonda Humo. Shout out to her. Accepted with grace. One thing about Shaq, he ain't gonna talk down on the mother of his children. I respect it. Plus, he actually meant that. He meant that. If you don't understand what it means to actually mean that, I pray that you get into that space in the future where you actually mean that. If you say this and you don't mean it and it's fake, you can't sustain it. You can't sustain it. This is the best response if there was ever one. I love that for him. I love Shaq. He's not perfect, but he's a good dude. This is as perfect as human beings get. No one is perfect. So if there's anything called perfect, this is as perfect as it gets. Somebody say he hurt her, and he know he did. You see? This is your outlook. This is that person's outlook. This is how they see life. They're not wrong. It's just how they see life, right? If you are trying to get into a lifetime partnership with this person, you better shine your eyes. Okay? He hurt her, and he know he did. He understands how after leaving someone, you can reflect back and think you have a better understanding of how you felt. No, it actually doesn't have to be any of that. It can be as simple as, hey, that was just then, this is now. We're growing. Growth. It can actually you need to simplify this for yourself. Life is complex as it is already. You need to simplify this so you can finally have the peace of mind that you badly crave. With all this rhetoric, obviously. Keep in mind, Shaq said himself that she was a good woman to him. So leave that there. That's what he's supposed to say. And he needed to mean that as well. If a man said he never loved a woman who he had 3 kids with, you see where this is going already, right? This is the flip side of the gender war. The other person was on the other side. This person is on the other side. Okay. If a man said he never loved a woman who he had 3 kids with, married and benefited off of her name his whole life, y'all would have called him a bum. Nice to read your comments, but this is speaking about the person who wrote this comment more so than Shaq and SHAUNIE, and it's kind of sad. It's not that deep too though, okay? But I just want you to pay attention to some of these little things. These are the mindsets. These little things, as simple as they are, they reflect the creator, the author's mindset. My thing is, Shaq has taken accountability numerous times. I don't know what else everybody's looking for. All right, so they've been trying to drag Shaq, I guess. Let me go into the comments of our own page. Let's see. She created some buzz around this book just like she wanted. She's a marketing genius. Y'all believe that mess? All of it is true. 5 kids with a man you never really loved is insane. I think that's actually, like I said, it's more so of how she should have given herself grace. It's okay that she was in love with another man when she was in her 20s or 30s. I don't know what that was. Silence in the name of Jesus. That's terrible. That's what the present husband said last week. That's how they all feel when they fall in love again and they can't feel the whole love anymore. I agree with that. It's okay to just understand the nature of falling in and out of love. You're a human being. You have feelings, emotions. Like the rest of us, they go up and down. Okay? If you gather some skill set around that, you can now learn how to actually love another human being in a way that you can actually build a legacy. You can actually build a lifetime together, you know. But that's going to take some skills, and the skills is going to be a function of your experiences, knowing what it feels like to fall in and out of love. If you've never experienced falling in and out of love, you're not going to be able to comprehend what we're saying when we say you have to learn the skill. You will still be arguing with your destiny, essentially. Having 5 kids by a man you don't love is insane. We already talked about that. Okay. So NBA group. Anyway, that's that for now. I just wanted to cover that real quick. Let's warm up on this week. We're coming into a brand new week. Let's warm up. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Let's bring everybody else into the room. Let me know how you feel about that. What's your take on that? Was it a stretch to say I don't know if I was ever really in love with the man I was married to for 9 years, that she was married to for 9 years? She has grown kids with him now. They're a family. Was it a stretch, or that's just how she feels now, right? Does it matter at all? It doesn't matter, you know. But I think there was a big buzz around this during the course of today. It was trendy, so it's okay. Everybody should just rest. But it's okay to just understand that the in-love experience is for every one of us. It's gonna be an up and down thing before it reaches. If you know what you're doing, it can reach what we call the escape velocity, where it starts going by itself, and you don't have to overwork yourself to stay in love with your wife ever again, you know. So yeah, Chidima said, why does she have to make it public is my issue. She's selling a book. She's selling a book right now. So it's a memoir. She's promoting a memoir. So it is what it is, you know. Anyway, like I said, hit the like button. If you like this segment, you like the next one. So stay tuned.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.